For 200 years, really, economists have been sanguine about the gains from trade. The notion is that when you let countries exchange goods and services, that it will make countries as a whole better off. So far, the backlash against globalization in the United States and Europe hasn't had a big impact on developing countries. And that's because trade policy hasn't changed yet. What we've seen is lots of posturing. If Donald Trump makes good on his promise to raise barriers to imports in the United States, this is pretty much an unalloyed bad for developing countries. They bought into a global system where they open themselves to trade with the rest of the world, and the rest of the world opens trade to them. If Donald Trump rolls that back, what that means is economic capacity that's been developed in those economies all of a sudden have to repurpose themselves. That will be costly for them. That will mean less economic opportunity for poor workers around the world. So what we've looked at is, as economies open themselves to trade, how does the organization of production, of employment, and wage levels change? So if you think about China, as it expands its exports to the United States, it's not all parts of China or Mexico that benefit equally. It's parts of those countries that are differentially exposed to globalization, that have better access to foreign markets, where you see stronger growth in employment, stronger increases in wages. So what I've done in my research is to exploit the fact that certain regions inside developing economies have had better access to global markets to understand what the implications of broader trade liberalization is for wages and employment. So one of the things we've learned about the experience of developing economies in this process of globalization is that people aren't as mobile between jobs as we thought. Barriers to the mobility of people are greater than we had anticipated. That means if policymakers want to make sure that the gains from globalization are spread more evenly, we've got to make sure that people are as mobile between cities and between jobs as possible.